When I've been focusing on earning Caesar's Diamond Plus, the goal wasn't just the status itself. It was what comes after. Now that Diamond Plus is earned, the real opportunity starts. Maximizing the comps, stacking them with the credit card points so you can travel more often for less, or have a more elevated travel experience on the same budget. Hi, I'm Eric, and this is Cars and Comps, and here on carsandcomps.com and this channel, we use credit card points and casino comps together to travel smarter, stretch our budgets further, and unlock trips that would normally feel out of reach. And in this video, I want to talk about what you actually do after you earn Caesar's Diamond Plus, because that's the part a lot of people get stuck on. After putting a lot of content focused on earning Caesar's Diamond Plus, I started getting a different kind of question. Now, not how do I earn it, but okay, now what? And one of these questions came from Tim, a friend of the channel that I met in Las Vegas. Tim earned Caesar's Diamond Plus, and he sent me an email with two really good questions that I think a lot of people have once they hit this level. Tim asked me two things. First, how can I use Caesar's Diamond Plus to get free cruises? And then second, now that I have Caesar's Diamond Plus, what are the best options for getting to Atlantis in the Bahamas? These two questions actually go together really well because Caesar's Diamond Plus by itself is powerful, but the real value shows up when you start stacking it with the right credits and strategies. Before we jump into either cruises or Atlantis, I want to reset expectations just a little bit. Caesar's Diamond Plus isn't the finish line, it's just a tool. It unlocks better offers and better marketing pipelines, but it works best when you combine it with credit card points and flexible airline strategies. So let's start with a cruise question, because this is where a lot of people expect something to happen immediately. Diamond Plus doesn't mean a free cruise shows up in your inbox the next day. What it does mean is that you now qualify for casino marketing pipelines where cruise offers become possible. I document this process step by step in another video on this channel called Casino Cruise Challenge Update. And this is where my wife earned a free cruise on Celebrity, and now what she could do to get additional free cruises from other cruise lines. So the same principle works for earning Caesar's Diamond Plus. After you have Caesar's Diamond Plus, that is a credential that shows you that you are valuable to the casino and they're somebody they want to market to. That video shows the mechanics and what the offer looks like, how to respond, and how to turn it into a real trip. So I'll show you something right here. This is the Holland America Match program, and I've got a link in the description, and I'll see about adding these links to the website as well. If you go here and you enter all your information in, and then it asks you to upload your loyalty card, upload multiple files. And for me, I uploaded the front of the card, but they also asked for the back of the card as well. You may have to go through and do it in two sessions, or maybe put that in one image, because I think it only allowed me to enter one file at a time. So anyway, you definitely need to send the front and the back, because I remember them asking me for the other information. But after that, they just sent me a list of cruises to choose from, and I chose a 12-day Holland America cruise, and that worked out beautifully. That was last year. I actually have a video on it as well. It was a Panama Canal cruise and really had a good time. So anyway, that's how that works. If you've already cruised on the cruise line before, they may deny you. So I've run into that with Royal Caribbean, and I've already got offers from Carnival, so that doesn't apply. But even though Princess and Holland America are sister companies to Carnival, there seems to be a firewall in between those. So you can actually get on those lines by doing this match process. And that's what I did. I did this with Virgin. I did this with Holland America. And that's how I initially got on Celebrity, was through URComp. So all those links will be in the description of this video, but that's how you do it. It's a fairly straightforward process. After you get offers from them, now you'll have to sell and play in their casino. After you get offers from them, then you can also show those offers to other organizations like URComp. They can just look at your Caesar's Diamond card, but they may want additional information like offers for other cruise lines and such. Actually, I have a Princess cruise coming up that was booked through URComp, and I've been on Princess before, but it's been over 10 years. So your company was able to hook me up with that. However, interesting enough, it's been over 10 years since I've been on Royal Caribbean. Before I really started playing in the casino a lot, I was denied from Eurocomp for Royal Caribbean. So anyway, I have to try that again later on. Right now, I'm almost on all the cruise lines except for Royal Caribbean. And I may have to go on a short cruise to do something else in order to get back in their good graces. But it's been many years since I've been on Royal Caribbean. So anyway, take a look. Here's a video. Take a look at that. And it has more information about going to this website. And the current links are in the description of this video as well. So the second question was about Atlantis. I got something I want to show you about that as well. So with Atlantis, the thing what you want to do is go through the benefits part of the website. So you can log in, click on benefits, and then look up partners. And under partners, you'll find all the partners that are listed. So they have a 20% off benefit that you can get on Norwegian Cruise. I don't know if you can stack those with other cruise offers. I get offers now from Norwegian Cruise Line. I don't know if you can stack them together. I'm going to try to remember that the next time I book something and see how that goes. If you have an experience with that, let me know. Put that in a discussion. I'd like to know if you could take any cruise offer that you've got, like $500 or $750 off a cruise, and then stack that with the 20% off. That would be great to know. So anyway, getting back to where we're going through is Atlantis. Here it is, Atlantis Paradise Island, which is in the Bahamas. Click on Learn More, and it shows you the packages. Now, we're focusing on Caesar's Diamond Plus, but you can go through and look at all these and see and they actually have really decent options for all these. So there's discounts and everything, special casino rate, but the real thing, we're looking at Caesar's Diamond Plus, and we got the 25,000 tier points. Complimentary 5-night stay. Now, this is what I did back in October, and the Royal Tower. And the Royal Tower is the tower that's directly above the casino. So it's very convenient to everything. And the nice thing, if you go in May, January, September, or in October, you get not only the complimentary room, but you get the room taxes and daily resort fee waived. And the daily resort fee is like $70 a night. So that's not a trivial amount. And if you're staying there for the week, that makes a big difference. So we were able to we stayed actually 6 nights. So we did have the $100 additional night fee. And I think they added on the resort fee for that night. And it ended up being $170 for 6 nights, which I thought was an awesome deal. And it's a beautiful resort. The rooms and stuff were updated. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to try it again. Maybe January may be a good time to go. But last October, that worked out fine. Really did enjoy that. So anyway, that's how you book your seats. You actually have to call the number. They check you, make sure that you got the status that you're talking about. And then from there, they'll book it. And it's fairly straightforward. You are required to play 4 hours in casino just throughout the trip, not 4 hours a day. So the next thing is getting to Nassau. And the way to do that, I prefer using a Southwest Companion Pass. A Southwest Companion Pass lets you allow a companion to fly with you free everywhere you fly for the year that you earn it and the following year. If you earn the 135,000 required points are effectively doubled in value. Currently, Southwest points are equal to 1.7 cents a point, and that makes it double the value as long as you're traveling with somebody. Southwest travels to Nassau, they travel to Cancun and to Hawaii and all throughout the United States. So anyway, it's a great opportunity to have multiple trips. And of course, obviously they travel to Las Vegas as well. And of course, they're also going to be doing these assigned seating. So if that was been a turnoff for me in the past, that shouldn't be an issue. I've already got a number of flights booked, and it's saving me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. It's definitely saving me thousands of dollars because every time I fly, my companion's free and I don't have to pay for it. It works for points that you use from your account. It works for dollars that you use from your account. And it works from, like, if your spouse has a credit card or your player two has a credit card with points, they could use those points to buy your flight, and they still, as your companion, fly free with you. So that works out really, really well. And that actually is a good segment or tangent to the strategy. So I do have a video on it. It's listed here, shown here, the offer has changed. So they were offering 85,000 points for all the base cards. Now it's just, and I have this information here too. By the way, if you want to go through it, the best way to do it is go to cardsandcomps.com, click on links, and then scroll down. You'll see Southwest Rewards Plus. The offer has changed. It's now 50,000 for the base cards. But what I recommend, and this is what I have anyway, the business card. It is the most expensive, but it also has the highest point value. So the strategy I would recommend here is to go ahead and get the business card. And by the way, I have a video about filling out a business application for a credit card, which is not a big deal. Any kind of business counts. Selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace is a business, a rental property is a business, anything like that. And you don't have to show lots of money. Anyway, there's more details on this video here. So take a look at that if you're interested in that. But anyway, I would recommend getting the business card. This is what I have. And then make 2 referrals. So each referral, and there's a referral link after you log in and received your credit card, there's a referral link that you can share. And that's what's on my website too, by the way. When you click on that, you're referring, your friend referring you, and I'll get 20,000 points that help me maintain my companion pass for next year as well. Go to cardsandcomps.com, go there and then click on the Southwest card link and then apply for it from here. You'll get 80,000 points after you get the card. Refer your player too. That's 20,000 extra points that you will get that count toward your companion pass. Now you have 100,000 points. If you refer one other person, perhaps they want to go on the same path, another family that want to get a companion pass, they get started and then they can refer their player too and do something similar. With a 10,000 point boost, you have 130,000 points. And then, of course, you do have to spend with a business card, I think $5,000 over 4 months. And let's check that. So it's $5,000 over 3 months that you have to have. So you need to be able to plan that out and make sure that you have that spend within that those 3 months. Otherwise, it's not a good strategy. But if you do that, then you've got a companion pass. Every flight is going to be, for this year and the rest of 2027, it's going to be a free companion. So basically half price, and you've got all these points now. And if your wife or your player two gets that other card, they're going to have 50,000 points or 80,000 points, depending on what card that they choose. And that's something that's now doubled in value. Anyway, I think it's a great deal. And if you're planning on going to Hawaii, or you plan on going to Dominican Republic or Cancun, all these are awesome deals, and you'll be just flying there with points, and only half the points necessary in order to get there. So anyway, I think it's just crazy. I think it's just something you definitely cannot turn down. It's the best value out there, as long as you don't mind flying on Southwest. And the cool thing is now they've started charging for bags on all carriers, but now you get a lot of cool things, and you get this with both the business card and the upper level priority card. You get to pick your seat at booking, which is nice. 48 hours out, if there's extra leg room seats available, you can choose those as well. And of course, the first bag you check is free, and for everybody else that's on your reservation. So that should be fine. The assigned seating, so I haven't actually experienced that. And it's going to be interesting to see how the companion pass works with assigning my companion with me at the same time. Hopefully there won't be a fee, but I'll let you know how that turns out. I do have a video on filling out a business application if you're interested in that. Of course, you don't have to do that. You can go for one of these other cards, but you will have to figure out how to get the additional points. Now, they do have a shopping portal, and I've used that before. If you're making a purchase at Dell Computers, for example, you can use the shopping portal and you'll get points for that. There's some hotel experiences that are not necessarily inexpensive, but some of them you can use that you can get up to 10,000 points that are good toward your companion pass through just booking a hotel. So there's different ways of doing it. You don't actually have to have that many referrals. So you could go that way. I think 2 referrals is super doable. You just need to basically have your player 2 get one, and then also get somebody else that's interested in going down this path. So I think it's a fairly easy sell. Some people are very hesitant about getting additional credit cards. However, in my experience, I have all these cards, and I've actually had these multiple times for Southwest. You can get the bonus every 2 years. and that's hasn't been a problem for me at least. My credit score has just continued to go up as I get more credit cards. I have many credit cards. I have a Hyatt card, I have a Marriott card, I have a Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I have a Capital One Venture X card, I have a City Travel card, whatever the Premier card. I have lots of cards, and anyway, my credit score just goes up and up. So credit score is definitely not an issue. You definitely need to make sure that you're not carrying a balance on credit cards. If so, I don't think the strategy is going to work. But if you're paying your credit cards off each month and you can afford get these bonuses, it's definitely well worth it. So I highly recommend it. If you have any questions about it, just leave a comment below. Tim, I hope that answers your questions. I would definitely see about using Southwest to get to Nassau. It's one of the places they fly. In most cases, you only have to pay $20 for 2 people for the taxes and ports. But I know flying out of Nassau, they actually charge an extra $100 per person. So, Tim, you'll need to expect to pay $200 for 2 people to fly to Nassau and return. So, and then using points that'll work twice as much for you and your companion. So that's definitely my recommendation. Anyway, if you have any other questions, please leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer it. And I'll see you on the next video. Please like and subscribe to this video. I really would appreciate it. It helps the channel a ton and it helps this small channel do better. Thank you, and I'll see y'all next time.